Hey guys, welcome back. So we're doing a quick power shift series and just teaching how to hone in on your natural skill set powers and of course regulate your circle of control. Regulation is so important in this environment. We have a lot of things that are out of our control right now, a lot of suffering, a lot of death, a lot of grief is in the world, and a lot of accomplishments. There's a lot of people graduating, having babies, getting married, buying a home, traveling, living their best life. You're able to see that in real time every day. And sometimes for some of us, depending on how our mind works, we see people just gradually shooting for the stars and accomplishing that can make us feel a lot of grief. We don't feel like we're in our body. We don't feel like we're in control. We can't get to those accomplishments. And then there's some of us who see people suffering and we feel a lot of grief. Or we feel motivated to do more. So it just depends on who you are and not giving yourself that grace and forgiveness. So again, with this power shift mentality, you have to work on that. I want you to work on this idea of where your power lies. Again, you, and then there's mind, body, and soul. And then there's your natural skill set. What is something you're very good at, something that people compliment you on, that you can pivot into a plan and a purpose. If your power lies within community, and you are in a space where you're kind of burnt out with helping people, then you need to create an environment where you are centered around getting help, things that you need, and replenishing yourself. And that's where most of us, we've overly done the helping part, overly done giving to our community. The sense of reciprocity, giving back, and that balance has to be restored. So going off maybe to a retreat or taking some time off to kind of understand where you're at with the relationships that you have built and understand that maybe some of them have to go, some of them have to be rearranged, or some of them have to be just spoken to, speak life into them, like, hey, I need this, I need this. I've had to learn how to do that many times over in life. What do I need? How do I feel about this? Sometimes we're socially conditioned to not ask for a lot. We are taught to give a lot, especially as women of color, women of greatness, women that are trying to diversify and do different things. We're definitely taught to give a lot more than maybe the average person. So there is a chance that you are imbalanced in that sense of taking back of self and taking back into self. You are created by God. You are allowed to be replenished and be balanced. That is your birthright. There's no debate about that. That's why our religions and spirituality are centered in prayer and recentering of self. There's nothing selfish about that. So understanding that in this natural skill setting, you doing a lot, make sure you're receiving a lot as well. It's abundant out here, and that there's no limit. That power shift can also be sometimes, understanding these simple things in life. Like forgiveness, things that are absorbing our power and taking them and sucking them out of you. Forgiveness. Forgiveness, sadness, and anger. I know you guys probably can't see that. We'll work on those three, for example. These are things that shift your power to the negative side of things sometimes and drain you in a way that are typically honestly take a lifetime to disintegrate and to really dissect. Forgiveness of self, forgiveness of the person that hurt you, forgiveness of the systems that we live in that don't support us as women, daycares that don't support, education systems that are failing left and right. That we spend our whole life giving to families and friends and things that may not honestly support us, even in the basis level. Forgiveness and sadness comes with that. Anger, resentment, regret. We work on anger, patience, balancing yourself. It is very easy to be angry all the time, and it's so easy to be just like in a sense of grief and embody that grief, even when we're trying to do something with purpose. We're angry, so we try to go out there and change the world. We're angry, so we try to go out there and let that fuel our relationships and change. But there is a balance in that, and having that femininity and coming back to God and center and knowing that He has you. This is His world, His universe, and that you can only do so much. Balance that power shift is yours to take on. And it's yours to also take on the responsibility of cleansing that power so that your circle of control and your circle of self that comes within that circle of control can feel more confident and strong. It's not based on the foundation of anger, hate, resentment, and constant battles with it.